There's a new set of challenges awaiting the Israel-Hamas ceasefire deal. We explain what lies inside the plan and what could alter its passage coming up. And emergency crews in California have a window of relief, how they're using it to their advantage in 12 minutes. Plus, Martin Luther King's family is preparing to celebrate his holiday. The message his daughter is sending later at 12:22. This is THV 11 at noon. Well, thank you for joining us on this beautiful Thursday. I'm joined by my friend meteorologist Nathan Scott. And Nathan, I wish we could do the newscast outside. I mean, it feels good out there.
Yeah, I just walked outside and I'm just ready to take the jacket off, roll the sleeves up, short sleeves. Yeah, that's a possibility today because look at this 24-hour temperature difference. With all that sunshine, it's about 15 to 21 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. We're at 57 here in the capital city, 54 Russellville, 57 Searcy, already 60 in Pine Bluff and 61 in Camden. So temperatures today, they're warming up into the upper 50s, low 60s across the board. Tonight, we drop down only to the upper 20s, low 30s, and tomorrow it's the last warm day. Soak it up. There will be a small chance of a passing shower. Here's what's heading our direction, though, going into the weekend and next week. 90 hours are expected to stay below freezing starting midnight on Sunday and continuing until Wednesday afternoon. We've got some bitterly cold conditions to talk about. All that and the potential of maybe winter weather for parts of the South coming up.
Israel's prime minister is delaying final approval of a new ceasefire deal. The three-phase plan would end military action in the regions, but Hamas seems to have last-minute demands, altering Israel's readiness to draw the white flag. Elizabeth Palmer explains.
For Gazans, it was the best possible news. Knowing the bombing would stop on Sunday brought overwhelming relief and joy. This little boy said it all. We're going home. The deal stipulates 600 trucks a day of desperately needed aid will start to flow into Gaza, while on Sunday Hamas will begin releasing hostages, initially 3 of a total of 33 over 6 weeks. All of them women, children, the sick, and men over 50. In exchange, Israel will release more than 1,000 Palestinian prisoners from its jails. Among the hostages held captive in Gaza, there are 3 Americans, Eden Alexander, Sagi Dekel-Chen, and Keith Siegel. In Tel Aviv, a small crowd gathered on the spot where protesters week after week had demanded that Israel's government bring the hostages home. Yifat Calderon was among them. Her cousin, Ofer, was kidnapped on October 7, 2023, from his kibbutz.
Do you feel a huge relief tonight?
No, I'm going to feel a huge relief when it's going to be done, when we're going to get all the 98 hostages alive and the dead ones back home.
You won't believe it till you see him.
Yes.
But the ceasefire is still 3 long days away. Overnight, Israel's military attacked Gaza again. While all over Israel, the hostages' families wait and worry about everything that could still go wrong.
This is a fragile deal, and it has to last for 6 weeks with very complicated logistics. The very business of Hamas getting hostages to handover points safely is going to be difficult and dangerous. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
Incumbent President Joe Biden gave his farewell speech before America on Wednesday. He addressed a number of issues he deemed as challenges that might arise once he leaves Washington. Biden's final address featured similarities to President Eisenhower's concern of the military-industrial relationship. He criticized the misuse of technology, saying it could threaten the public press. The president then called out the disadvantages of social media in the new age.
Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation, enabling the abuse of power. The free press is crumbling. Editors are disappearing. Social media is giving up on fact-checking. The truth is smothered by lies told for power and for profit.
Before leaving office, President Biden wants to strengthen NATO. In addition, he proposes a new amendment ensuring future presidents can face criminal charges. Another update from the Arkansas legislative session. Right now, the governor is challenging a statewide grocery tax. Sanders has called for eliminating a 1/8 of a cent tax on certain grocery items. The Arkansas Retailers Association says doing so will result in $10 million in savings. Economists say low-income households will experience a positive change. The downside, however, is once that tax is removed, some state agencies could lose revenue.
That 1/8 cent sales tax does go to those 3 state agencies, Game and Fish, Parks and Tourism, and Department of Heritage. So there will be about a $10.5 million shortfall with those 3 agencies.
While those agencies could see significant loss, Good is adamant they will find another source of funding. Jefferson County is still without a budget and is unable to operate their government. That means county employees cannot be paid and county programs have stood still. The Quorum Court met again last night, but once again failed to reach a spending budget agreement. THV 11's Ashley Godwin has the report.
This budget affects 67,000 people.
County officials meeting once again this week to try and pass the 2025 budget. It was standing room only, with people lined outside in the hallway to see if the county judge and quorum court could come to an agreement.
Actually,
you are in violation
ladies and gentlemen.
You are in violation of the law.
The meeting quickly got heated as some members of the quorum court did not agree with the judge or county attorney on how to move forward. County Judge Gerald Robinson says a recent ruling from a circuit judge says there were salary raises given last year that were illegal, which is why almost $2 million was taken from the budget. But others say it wasn't just raises taken out of the budget, it was also important and necessary funding for the community.
We're missing the whole scheme of things of why you have made so many cuts on these departments.
After multiple attempts to take a vote, the judge lost control of the meeting and declared a roll call for the quorum court.
Call the roll call. Call the roll.
What are we voting on?
Call the roll.
The justices failed to come to an agreement on the budget presented to them.
I am just speechless.
I will consider having another meeting, but if it is to try to pass another illegal budget, if it is to pass something that has already been deemed illegal, something that I have vetoed, no.
Some employees say if this isn't resolved soon, they won't continue to work in the county.
Now I got people quitting. It's hard to find people to work 911. It's hard to find people to come out in the snow. It's hard to find people to work on holidays and leave their children. And we got to come here, all this nonsense. I am pissed.
Ashley Godwin, THV 11 News.
In other news, a new round of funding is being poured into Arkansas's water systems. The state has invested over $66.5 million in 8 counties. The end result will benefit over 60,000 customers. In Central Arkansas, $2 million will go to Pulaski County, $500,000 is heading to Montgomery County, and Gale County will receive $340,000. Today, pharmacy advocates will meet with state lawmakers to demand action be taken regarding pharmacy benefit managers. Legislators held a conference this morning highlighting new PBM regulations. They're now asking for full support of the changes to ensure fair drug costs. Our Rebecca Brown will have the full story during THV 11's evening coverage. Well, if you're planning to book a flight after May 7th, you'll need a new ID to get through the airport. Learn more about the new identity regulations at 12:18.
And we have a true January thaw taking place. A lot of snow is going to be melted today as temperatures shoot up into the low 60s. But look at the trend going into the weekend and next week. Those temperatures come crashing down into the 20s for highs Monday and Tuesday. But how will it feel? We're going to have some gusty winds out there. I'll have that information coming up.